In today's video, the best weekly routine for men over 40 to build muscle.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and today's question is going to be straight from my Instagram. So thank you guys for the great questions. I've really been enjoying answering them and going through them, kind of reminding myself why I do what I do as a coach. I love what I do. I love helping people out. And so today I'm actually going to give out some free information as well as a free training program, which I'll put in the description box below. But the topic comes from my Instagram. So here, check it out. Send me an Instagram direct message. Let me know if you have a question and I'll try to address it, and I'll try to do it on film so I can help anyone out who might have a similar question. So the question came, and it's about being 40 and putting on muscle and what's the best way to do that? What's the best rep range? What's the best type of training? And so what I thought I would do is harken back to a little bit of research, and that way I can discuss with you guys what I have found to be true. Now, I myself just turned 43, and though I've been lifting weights for 25 years, I haven't noticed really a slowdown. Now, there is going to be, when you start lifting weights, a natural decrease in the amount of muscle that you're able to add over time. This is the law of diminishing returns when it comes to lifting weights, and it's why I don't look like a Belgian blue bull, okay? Now, a lot of that's going to be predetermined by your genetic composition. How much muscle you're able to add? Well, there is a huge range of the human condition. There are people that are 7'5" and there are people that are 3'2". There are people that walk around looking like human pit bulls without even training. And then there's people that look more average, okay? So what are you? That's going to determine a lot of what you are. And yes, I know a lot of times we can look at somebody that has a lot of muscle and go, steroids. But I promise you, there are people that are able to put on a lot of muscle and walk around very lean that do not need steroids, okay? So before you shout steroids, I recommend you lift weights, track your diet for at least a decade, and see just what you're capable of, because I think you'll actually be quite shocked. So I'm going to address this question from the person's perspective that is a beginner at 40 years old. What is the best type of training that we're going to do to build muscle? So the first bit of research I want to talk about is a study that came out where they actually measured 1 rep max and muscle mass in a group of young men around 20 to 30 and a group of older men. And what did they find? Well, the group that was younger actually got their 1 rep max increased slightly more than the age group, okay? Slightly more, and I'll explain why I think that's the case. But there was no differences in muscle mass increase from either group. So what does this tell me? Well, this tells me that no matter how old you are, when you start a training program based on hypertrophy, based on the goals of building muscle, you're going to see significant progress, okay, from your baseline. Now, there is certainly benefit as we age to lifting weights, okay, because we know as we age, we're going to have a decline in testosterone. We're going to have a decline in type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers. So this can lead to injuries. This can lead to people falling down and breaking a hip. However, if we train, resistance train, build muscle, we can really slow down that aging process, slow down what's going to happen over time. And we can kind of create a little bit of a fountain of youth just by resistance training. So what is the best way to train if you're 40? Well, I don't think that someone that's a novice in the gym, no matter what their age, should immediately get into lifting heavy. So what I'm going to suggest for novice lifters in their 40s is just getting a program started where you're training basically a full body to start, and then over time, over volume progressing, then we can get into some different volume body type splits where maybe you're just having an arm day or just a leg day or just a back day. But to start, you can get all your volume in a complete full body session in one day, then take a day or two off to rest and recover and train again. That is until you hit a plateau. But the body is remarkable. It's going to change rather drastically. Now, the program that I have listed below it's kind of a free guide for beginners that takes the perspective of someone that's never even been in a gym. And it's just something that I wanted to give out because I get a lot of people that ask me questions about how do I get started. This is how you get started, okay? It's from my perspective. I'm not charging anything for it. I don't want anything for it. I just want to help you guys. So if you find value in it and you know somebody that might find value in it, just share it around. That's the purpose, to just get people started in this lifestyle, because I truly believe that what I do, what my clients do, is change their lives. I feel like, you know, as someone who's in his 40s, when I see those around me that are in their 40s that have taken a different approach to life, I'm in a much different position, I would say, in a positive way. I just feel so great about the way that I look and feel. I still feel 20, okay, in many ways. Now, there are some aches and pains that don't go away quite as quickly, but far fewer than my contemporaries who have chosen a lifestyle not revolved around being fit, okay? So the best training style for someone that is 40 is going to be to start out getting full body workouts in a couple times a week, then progress to maybe an upper lower split or something like a push pull. Then eventually you can progress to something with a little more intensity and a little more volume based around your needs. Now, the specifics of that are something I can't really give you, okay? I would just remind you that it's just about lifting, eating, and then recovering, okay? Going in the gym, getting something done, then taking some time to recover. If you want to start something super basic, like just doing 3 sets of 10 for each body part, heck, even 2 sets of 10 to 3 sets of 10 to 4 sets of 10 to 5 sets of 10, this type of linear progression, you're really going to notice some positive changes, especially if you're new to the gym. When you get new to the gym, what you're going to immediately see is some muscle hypertrophy along with strength increases. The one thing we absolutely have to steer clear of is injuries, okay? So I would certainly suggest that those of you that are over 40 stay a little bit away from lifting very, very heavy weights until you feel very confident in your technique, okay? Heavy weight with bad technique over time equals injuries, okay? Look at all the people that have been doing daily undulating periodization for the last couple of years that don't have absolutely spectacular form. Well, they're all hurt, okay? And that's just an example of somebody doing too much volume, too much frequency, and not having the proper form, okay? Our bodies are going to break down if we put it through that type of stress. So, why did the young men in this study find that their 1 rep max was actually increasing a little bit faster than the people that were older? Well, when we're younger, I feel we have a little bit higher levels of natural testosterone. We're also going to be recovering from these sessions a little bit quicker, and we might have a little more natural type 2 muscle fiber. If you haven't been training and you're, getting a little older, well, you're going to find out that, that type 2 muscle fiber isn't where it was when you were younger. So that's why I feel like the 1 rep max might have progressed a little bit quicker for the younger group in the study. However, it did increase for both groups. So over the course of this short little study, we might have found that if it had continued longer, that the results would have gotten closer and closer. So I just want to remind you guys, just because you're 40 and you're just getting started, doesn't really mean anything. You can be just like a 20-year-old in regards to adding muscle, adding strength, feeling better, okay? The key is just getting started. It's honestly going to be an exciting part of your life. Now, what I find at 40 is that it's much easier for me. Why is it easier for me? Well, because I've been doing it for over 20 years, and this is just a part of my life. But in my 20s and 30s, I was much more interested in going out drinking with my friends, chasing women, doing all the fun things in social living that, it was very important to me at that time. Now that I am married, I have a family, I run my business, I do my life, the gym is a high priority for me, much higher priority than going out drinking, okay? So that's why it's easier for me. It's just a part of my day how. I don't have to make a decision on a daily basis of what I'm gonna do, go to the gym or go watch Monday Night Football with my friends and have a few beers or play in a softball league. I go to the gym almost every day because I love it and it's a part of my life and that's what I get to do now. So I think you'll find if you're 40 and you're stable in life and you start to add a fitness routine, you're gonna have fantastic results. So I'll link some of the studies below that are related to this video. And if you have any questions, let me know. But please be sure to download the free training program. Let us know if you have any questions. We're considering adding a Facebook group for this ebook because we'd be getting some emails. So if you guys think that'd be a good idea, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you tomorrow about another topic off my Instagram, direct message. Also, please subscribe if you would be so kind. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.